Hi, I'm Noah and I'm roasting one person who passed away in every year of the 20th century. Today I'll be roasting Australian Prime Minister, 1928 loss, and a man whose mustache was so sharp he really shouldn't have carried it around unsheathed, Andrew Fisher. When Fisher, who was a Labour activist, was running for a seat in the Legislative Assembly of Queensland in 1899, he promised to secure the exclusion of inferior races from Queensland. That's pretty awful, but there is a positive. If he really had excluded all non-white people from Queensland, at least they'd never be represented by Andrew Fisher. After losing his seat due to negative coverage in the press, Fisher helped found a new newspaper which painted his opponent as too sympathetic to non-white labor. It reminds me of the old joke, what's black and white and red all over? I don't know, but Andrew Fisher probably hates it. Fisher was particularly afraid of immigrants from Japan, saying they were swarming into Queensland, entering into competition with white workers, and establishing their filthy dens of immorality in all our towns. Obviously, that's racist, but I love Fisher's implication that if there are going to be filthy dens of immorality, they really should be run by white people. By our standards, we'd say that Fisher was racist, but he actually once said, there was no racism in Australia. We all got on together, the Welsh, Irish, the Scots, and the English. I'm not sure which is more surprising, that he was worried about racism between different types of white people because he saw them as different races, or that he wasn't worried about racism towards other people because he didn't see them as people. As Prime Minister, Fisher introduced maternity allowances for new mothers with the goal of reducing infant mortality, but only made those allowances available to white mothers. That might make it seem like Fisher didn't care about the lives of babies if they weren't white, but all we can say for sure is he didn't think they were worth spending money on. In 1916, Fisher went from being Prime Minister to being High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, in part because the diplomatic post came with a much higher salary. I'm sure Fisher was torn. On the one hand, we'd all like to make more, but on the other, if Fisher wasn't Prime Minister, who would be there to make sure that non-white people made less? Alright, please consider donating to help the family that I sponsor in Gaza. If you'd like to support me or watch bonus videos, please check out my Patreon. Then let me know who else to roast, and join me next time when I'll be roasting German Chancellor, 1929 loss, and a man who looks like every sausage he ate was delivered by Zeppelin, Bernhard von Bülow.